Hi guys, this is Dr. Sadasivam once again with you, giving you a snapshot of important events during the fourth week of April. We are going to talk about six important events in this: the PLI scheme drawing an investment of 2.3 lakh crores in 14 sectors. Secondly, we are going to talk about military cooperation with the United States. Thirdly, we are going to talk about Ministry of Defense exceeding the target for local arms and weapons. Then we are going to talk about government setting an export target of $800 billion for the next year. What is PLI scheme? Now, PLI stands for Production Linked Incentive Scheme that draws an investment of 2.3 lakh crores covered over 14 sectors. PLI has been designed for promoting domestic manufacturing. Now, commitments of more than 2.3 lakh crores have already been made across 14 sectors. They all consist of your auto components, advanced chemistry, cell batteries, specialty steel, high efficiency solar panels. They've all attracted maximum interest. Now, additional schemes to generate additional output worth 28 lakh crores are also being planned. And guys, this is going to give jobs of more than 6.5 million new jobs. 6.5 million, that is 65 lakhs over the next 5 years, guys. And the total outlay of the scheme is approximately 1.97 lakh crores. Remember these figures, they may come in the competitive exams, they may come in the essays in IAS mains examinations. These questions might figure in the interview, and when you sit with high profile executives, when you sit with clients and other stakeholders, you can discuss these things. Now, cash incentive for 3 to 5 years on incremental sales of goods made in India. You know why we say that? Because it is basically done to enhance domestic production and to make India competitive in exports, right, at the global level. That's the whole objective. Of course, the beneficiaries are required to commit certain minimum investments in India, and everyone feels that this has enormous potential to enhance the scale of manufacturing in India. Guys, we are now talking about military technology cooperation with the United States of America. Now, India has shared a document which clearly outlines areas of military technical cooperation that can be jointly undertaken both by India as well as the United States. Now, dialogues are taking place with India and US. Now, Indian defense companies are ready to investment in India. Now, if you talk about it, Raytheon wants to invest $100 million. I'm so proud of Raytheon because I'm an ex-employee of Raytheon. Between 2002 and 2005, I was an employee. So proud. Now, even Boeing, for example, is creating maintenance, repair, overall of their systems starting in India, especially for your P-81 maritime reconnaissance aircrafts, right? They're all being used both by the nations, these reconnaissance aircrafts. Raytheon is also planning to start their own facilities here that will add to another thousands of jobs in India, right? So the Indian government is pitching to the US its shipyard for upcoming purchases which are being planned by the US Coast Guard. So the US team will be visiting India soon, and maybe they will start using the Indian shipyards for repair and overall of American warships, guys. You will find our engineers and technicians servicing and repairing, overhauling American warships and submarines, right, in the region. So these are some of the important things. Quad initiative is extremely important, and of course our Defense Minister Rajnath Ji is also visiting various Quad nations. These information is very important. You need to use them in your essay question. Now, as far as the Ministry of Defense is concerned, we have always been talking about Atmanirbhar. That is, we need to reduce our dependence on foreign imports, especially as far as military is concerned. Now, what happened? Now, Ministry of Defense has exceeded its spending target on purchase of domestically produced military systems during the last year. So, typically when you talk about domestically producing your military transport, aircrafts, helicopters, missiles, etc., amounting to more than 75,000 crores. Remember this figure, 75,000 crores indigenous. So that means 64% of the capital acquisition budget was spent on domestic source of equipment. So these are extremely important from the army point of view. Major orders like your fighter jets, transport aircraft, light helicopters, warships, main battle tanks, and many kinds of arms and ammunitions. Now, very important, military is also marked 310 major weapon systems under no import list. What that means? Which means those 310 weapons you cannot import. You should buy only locally. Absolutely a superb step by the government of India. Now we are going to talk about ICICI, our own ICICI. That becomes the third largest Indian bank amongst the top 50 in the Asia Pacific. Now, as we all know, Chinese banks continue to dominate the banking space. In fact, 6 out of the top 10 slots, they're all Chinese banks, right? Now, ICICI Bank entered the top 50 list for the first time. The third Indian bank, right? Top 50. Any idea who are the other 2 banks? Yes, you are right. It is State Bank of India and HDFC Bank, right? Okay, and that's it. And we are talking about the export target. India has ambitious targets for exports during the year, and they have set very, very ambitious target of more than $800 billion during this year. And then we will talk about how relevant it is for the economy as a whole, because when we talk about foreign exchange reserves, where is this coming from? All these reserves are coming from the demand for Indian rupees. That can only happen if you increase your exports. Now, if you look at this particular year, 2022, our export is 20% higher. Currently, it's somewhere around 670 billion US dollars. I will give you the breakup. $450 is from merchandise and 350 approximately is from services. Now remember, Piyush Goyal ji has been meeting up with various exporters, trying to find out their problems, their issues, and everything is being done by the government of India to ensure that we achieve this target of $800 billion. This $800 billion figure is very, very important because it might come in different forms. It might come in prelim in the multiple choice questions. It may come in essay questions on some other topic where you can introduce this topic. It can come in interviews, or it can, there are many occasions where you can use these figures. And that is all for now. And this is Dr. Sadasivam signing off till we meet again. Bye bye. Jai Hind.